welcome to another Money Morning Routine. Okay, so I was just getting updated with my checking account spending, a lot of spending going on. My property taxes finally came out for $5,419. This is the first payment that's due in April. The second payment that's going to be the same amount is going to be due later towards the fall of this year. Gas, my YouTube TV came out, which has gone up again. And then Chewy has come out for $285. So that's technically all of my bills. I know that just by looking at it. If we come over here to my budget, so YouTube TV, oh, maybe it didn't. I did have it budgeted for 103, so that's fine. Okay, 102.44, write that down. And then Chewy came out for $285.45, which was a little bit more than I anticipated for my budget, but that's fine. I have my checking account cushion. And this is why I love having my checking account cushion. Sometimes that happens. So that's all been done. I had no cash spending, but here's what I did want to do with my cash. So back on the 4th, I was supposed to save $20 for my memory match savings challenge. I completely forgot to take it out of my envelope, but I never did it. So we're going to look at this. I want to do some saving. I want to save some of this for my memory match savings challenge that I'm doing out of the Savings Challenges book volume 1 for the Budget Mom. So I'm going to keep obviously my 100, keep that in there because I'm closing out my budget either on Monday or Tuesday. So let's look at what I have. So first, the 20 that I was supposed to pull out on the 4th is right here. So set that aside. I want to save all these ones also. So let's count these. Okay, so 21. So we need to write these both down on my envelope. So I would say today is 3/28, so 3/28 savings challenge. Now I have my 20 and my 21, so that's a total of $41 minus 41, leaving me $100 left in my food envelope. But that's fine. That will get me to Tuesday or Monday or Tuesday. So that's that. Now I need to take this cash and write it down here on my expense tracker. So 3/28. So this is my savings challenges, which is my savings category for $41. Okay, so that takes care of that. So I'll put this in my dedicated memory match savings envelope. And that's what I really wanted to do today. Now, let's talk about the other money that I have going on in these envelopes. So these are my cash envelopes. Now, you can do a couple of different things. If you get to the end of your budgeting period or tracking period, and you still have cash in your cash envelopes, you have to make a decision. Number 1, are you going to spend it? Number 2, are you going to maybe keep it and roll it over into your next tracking period, which for me would be April. So we would come over here to April. My budget would change. I would up here in my income, I would say roll over from March and the cash that I'm bringing over and where I plan to spend it in my budget. I'd write down the spending somewhere in my budget. Or, okay, if you want to do that, or you can decide to save it. Now, for me, what I think I have personally decided to do, I'm going to be saving it for my 100 envelope challenge. I don't need it in April for anything. If anything, I might roll it over because we do have that trip over to Burlington for the Tulip Festival, or I might want some cash for some spending. Okay, so I might just do that because that's coming up. But you have to make a decision and you have to track that decision on one of your expense trackers before closing out your budget. So let's look at this. So 0 in beauty. I have 50 in pets that I can use, 100 in fun that I can use, 0 for household, and 0 for miscellaneous. So right here, between these two envelopes, if I rolled them over into April, would give me $150 of spending cash on our little trip over to Burlington for that Tulip Festival. So I might just do that and keep that in my wallet so I have that. Now, usually for that trip in April to Mount Vernon, which is going to be, or Burlington, which is going to be the 7th through the 10th for us, I spend only on a travel rewards credit card when I'm traveling. I used to bring envelopes with me when I was traveling, but then I don't earn any rewards points. And because now I feel more comfortable using a credit card, knowing I can pay it off responsibly, having and getting those travel rewards points has been awesome. So, I use the Capital One Venture credit card, and it does awesome for reimbursing me for any travel expenses with my rewards. It's a really easy, simple process. So that's what I have going on with my cash envelopes. Okay, getting ready to close out my budget on Monday or Tuesday, wanting to make sure we are fully aware of what's going on. Like I said, my budget might change if I roll over that money. I might end up spending that money before April. I don't know, but it is an option. I have my April budget done and ready to go for that paycheck that I'm receiving April 1st. I have my cash envelope breakdown ready to go and get cash out of the bank for my different cash envelopes like you see here. I'm going to be using a garden theme envelopes, and then I'm ready to go. Also, looking at this, okay, I have my Where Did My Money Go monthly budget category breakdown fully prepped, ready to close out my budget. Wanting to make sure I'm hitting those month-to-month goals I'm setting for myself. Making sure that I'm staying within my budgeting limits. Making sure I'm throwing my money where I want it to go, that it works best for me and aligns with my values and what I'm trying to accomplish, whether that's debt, saving, or investing. And then over here, I know tonight, Friday, we're doing leftovers. Okay, so yesterday we did chili. I still have to mark this day as eating out. So we have a ton of leftovers in there. So that is my morning routine.